it's Jake with Keller Williams, and it is turkey time. So Thanksgiving is upon us, and what I've realized is I did not finish cleaning up my kitchen. So I know your kitchen's a mess, mine is too, and we're just gonna have a bonding moment because I just realized that. So in all seriousness, what I'm about to share with you is going to change every occasion that you ever cook a turkey for forever. So if you do Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, birthdays, funerals, I don't know. This is gonna change things forever, okay? All credit where credit is due. The original recipe came from Alton Brown. So if you know who he is, he's an Atlanta native. He has a cooking show called Good Eats. I don't know if it's still currently producing, but you can probably find reruns. You can look this recipe up. Just type in like Alton Brown turkey brine or something like that, and you'll find this the core of this recipe. I've made a few tweaks over the years, and I've taken something really amazing and made it just a smidge better in my own personal palate. So here's the recipe. This is going to change your world. I have made this for people over the years, and I kid you not, the first time somebody tastes this, it's like when Harry met Sally in the diner scene, okay? You know what I'm talking about, okay? That is happening in your kitchen dining area for Thanksgiving this year if you follow this recipe, okay? And you're gonna be famous because you're gonna create a masterpiece, and it's super, super simple. All you need is a pot like this. This is a 6 quart, I think, something like that. I don't know math. It's a pot. So you're gonna get 4 of these. So 4 turkey stock, or not turkey stock, vegetable stock, not vegetable broth. Vegetable stock is what you want. You want 4 of these. A thing of kosher salt. If you don't have kosher salt, just use table salt. You're gonna use a cup of salt. Kosher salt, ideally. If you don't have it, just use table salt. 1 cup. Brown sugar. Light or dark brown sugar, it doesn't really matter. A 1/4 cup of brown sugar. This will probably be the hardest thing to find. It's not that hard to find, but all this other stuff's super easy. This is either in your organic section or in the ethnic, cultural foods, whatever they call that section, which has spices and things you've never tried before in your life. That section. So this is crystallized or candied ginger. You don't need a whole lot, so you can get a package like this. We got this from Kroger in the organic section. You only need a couple pieces. Sidebar, after Thanksgiving, when people are starting to get a little stuff going on in here, you know what I'm talking about? This is really good for everything in this area, okay? And below. But you only need a couple pieces, so you got plenty left over, and it actually tastes pretty good. Allspice. If you don't have allspice berries, which are kind of like black peppercorns like this, just regular allspice, about a teaspoon is all you need. And then the last ingredient is your black peppercorns. If you don't have black peppercorns like this in a shaker, if you got one of these, you just unscrew it and use this. If you don't, just use black pepper, ground black pepper, about a teaspoon of that as well. So teaspoon, just a couple pieces of this chopped up, 1/4 cup, 1 cup, and 4 of these. Mix them all together in a pot like this. If you don't have a pot that's this big, just use one of these, dissolve all this stuff, and then pour the rest in later. So you're gonna take all of these and mix them together and then put them in, I use like an old Coleman or Igloo cooler. Just make sure obviously you clean it out first. And the other ingredient that I use is an orange rind. So I'm gonna peel the orange and put the orange rind in this solution as well. So what's happening to the turkey, and the reason it's so good, is because all of these flavors are getting infiltrated into the fibers of the turkey itself. The science of it is called osmosis, but the flavors are actually becoming one with the turkey fiber itself, not a quick injection, not a seasoning on the outside or the aromatics on the inside. It's actually changing the flavor structure of the turkey fibers themselves, which is why this is so amazing, okay? So you're gonna put this either in your garage, outside, basement, somewhere, and what I like to do is I take cups like this, or solo cups or anything like that, and I put them in the freezer filled with water a couple days before, so I have huge ice cubes, You don't have to pilfer your ice supply from your refrigerator when you've got company coming over and you need to have as much ice on hand as possible. Super easy to do. The biggest thing with this is, so I put this brining, marinating for about 2 days before Thanksgiving. You don't need that long, but I like to just make sure my flavor bases are covered, so give it a little extra time. You can do it the night before and you'll be fine. It's still going to be the best turkey you've ever had. Biggest thing is you got to make sure the ice is keeping it cold. If your ice is melting quickly, or if whatever, just keep adding more ice because it needs to stay really cool, and the osmosis is still going to get the job done. Okay? So that's that on the brine itself. Now, once the brine is done, like you're ready to put the turkey in the oven, you're going to get a handful of things that are going to make the aromatics really good. So I don't have all of these things in my kitchen right now, so I'm just going to tell you about it, okay? So you're going to get an apple, any apple, doesn't matter. I don't care what kind of apples you have, any apple. This is just a red apple. You're going to get another orange. So take an orange and take an onion. Real simple. I just quarter them and I add a cinnamon stick. So I'm going to get 1 cinnamon stick. You can get 2 if you want. And the herb ingredients that I use are thyme, rosemary, and sage. Now, if you can get splurge and get fresh thyme, rosemary, and sage, use them. You can get them in the produce section of your grocery store. I years ago, because I use these every Thanksgiving, just started growing them, so I've always got them. I literally just walk outside and pick them. We've got plenty of rosemary. If anybody needs rosemary and you're close by, come get some. But I take all those together and I just shove them inside the turkey right before we're ready to cook them. You just follow your normal turkey cooking recipe, and I'm telling you, if you make homemade dressing or gravy or whatever with the drippings from this turkey, just have a stretcher handy. Like somebody's going to pass out at the table. This is going to be the best Thanksgiving turkey you have ever had, served, eaten, the whole 9 yards. This is it. It's super simple. Have a great Thanksgiving. If I can help you out in real estate, I'd love to. I hope you feel better about yourself and your kitchen being as messy as it is, because clearly ours didn't get finished getting cleaned up. So I'll see you guys next time. Follow your normal cookie. Mi casa es su casa. You got stuff everywhere, and so I didn't even bother cleaning up because I want you to feel at home. Ever put on Thanksgiving table? That's not even a sentence. I don't even know what that means. Just because of your volumes. Cable guy's here. Cable guy's here because I cut the cable line 2 days ago. So, yeah. Of what I shove in the turkey's butt that changes the world. It's amazing. Problems in here in your tummy after Thanksgiving. You maybe made some bad decisions. People who are old like me, you understand what that is. Moments in adulthood. So, you're welcome. Referrals are welcome, but not necessary. But yes, okay. How's that for a teaser?